Well, having done enough alien invasion paintings recently, I thought I'd try something a bit different. When I'm not painting or trying to produce YouTube videos, I look at other artists, and somebody I found recently, a chap called Tim Schofield, who paints not with a brush, but with a spatula, which you would find in your kitchen. Something like this. Not exactly like that, because that one's a little bit hard. So I was going to buy myself one of those, and saw that next to it and thought, well, that's a brush. We can have a go with that, surely. See where we end up. So, let's have a go. Tim's paintings are sort of abstract, very abstract landscapes and seascapes. But obviously I didn't want to copy Tim's style exactly, so I thought I'd try something of my own. Let's see how we get on. And so we start by wetting the sky, not the whole paper, just trying to keep in mind a horizon. This is mostly a new green colour I've got from, Visit from the Cat there, from Daniel Smith, linked in the description. And what I'm trying to do, I don't really enjoy painting completely abstract, so what I'm trying to do is imply a small copse of trees, both left and right, and painting just on the edge of where the water meets the dry paper, so you get a combination of soft runs up into the sky and sharp edges. And I like the fact there that that particular brush allows the paint to break up very nicely. And trying to have in my mind some sort of landscape. That's probably natural sienna. No, it's not. I'll list that colour. I'll list that colour. And just trying to, as I say, define a landscape and think, what do I see when I go for a walk each day? And that's neutral tint. That we're about to start adding there. Things look to be drying a little bit too quickly, so we just keep them moist. Oh, cat coming in again to see if there's anything to eat, I think. But as long as she doesn't start walking on the painting, I'm not too worried. Sometimes I rest my paintings on a little square block, about 5-6 centimeters on a square, and sometimes I just find the nearest slightly flatter object, which was, I think, cat's gonna have a drink of the paint any minute now. And again, varying between having a slight lean on the paper and keeping it as flat as I can. Trying to find a combination of soft and hard edges. That's a ruling pen that I'm just pushing, so that's a metal nib which I'm just pushing into the paper to hint at some trees, or the trunks of trees moving up from the ground there. And for some reason you see that patch of paint was drying very, very, very quickly. Obviously the sky's a bit of a mess at the moment, so you have to judge when to start tilting the board, because if I tilt it too soon the trees will stop being trees. And me just trying to help the sky along a little bit. Not really liking too much of the sort of vertical effect. So that's an almost dry brush. So here I spend quite a lot of time both taking paint away and then adding water to try and get the soft transitions in the sky. And obviously trying to be careful not to create too sharp edges too much. So a combination of picking up paint with the brush, adding water, tilting the board. Trying not to pick up too much water so that you end up with very hard edges, which I don't want. I'm thinking here that I need to let the paint move horizontally a little bit. So looking a bit too vertical at the moment, I think, dark patches. So, propping it up on the right hand side with my little wooden block. Keep dabbing when large amounts of the paint run off onto the brown tape, as I've shown before. It's always best to pick up those runs and beads, because they can come back to bite you. I just thought I'd give it a path to run away all the way off. Makes it easier for me to pick it up. I'm afraid I didn't film the whole painting process, but as you can see, I just added a little bit more definition to the road, a little fence separating this nearest field from the woods in the background. I hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Cheers.